Since 1922, Uncle Josh has made its mark in the fishing world with its pork products and various other baits and lures. In 2010, Uncle Josh will once again leave its mark on the fishing world when it releases the new Bump and Run series of baits. With a simple turn of the head, this bait goes from a traditional lure to one that is multi-directional, making every cast more efficient while keeping the bait in the strike zone longer to trigger more strikes. The new Bump and Run series will be turning heads on lakes and rivers everywhere. So if you could just give us a few minutes of your time and allow us to introduce you to the new Bump and Run series and how it can make you more efficient and successful on the water.
That's what you catch on a Bump and Run lure.
Well, you've read it in all the magazines and you've heard it in all the fishing shows. You need to try and get your lure as close to or get it to bang into any structure that you can to create that reaction strike. Well, the Bump and Run series is designed exactly for that purpose. With a simple adjustment of the head to make it go left or right, you can get your lure as close to or get it to bang into any piece of structure and keep it there.
Bump and Run swim jig run underneath this floating dock. There's not a bait out there on the market that you can throw along a floating dock and have it run 5-6 feet underneath it, right where the shady spot is, right where you're going to get your strike. Look at how far that Bump and Run swim jig is coming over. Right now I am underneath that dock. Look at how far that thing is away from the boat.
Try getting your traditional lure to run the entire length of the seawall from 10 feet out. The Bump and Run series is the only bait designed to run in either direction into or under any type of structure or cover.
Now I just threw that 10 feet out from this wall. Look at the bait come in and will still bump the wall. Still. I missed the target, but yet it still came in to attack the strike zone.
Still scratching your head? Well, watch as the Bump and Run buzzbait on your right crosses paths with the traditional buzzbait and pulls away to the left, making note that both rods are parallel and equal. Now in this next scenario, pay close attention to the fact that Mike is 15 feet past the dock. But with just a slight turn to the left, the bait steers away from the boat, hitting every piling, trying to run underneath the dock on its way back to Mike.
I can hit almost every piling within my cast zone. There I just threw it 10 feet out from the dock, screaming in.
If you're throwing a traditional buzzbait, you're going to have to stretch your arms all the way out here to have that buzzbait or swim jig stay in that strike zone, depending on what the strike zone is. With this lip feature on the Bump and Run series, I can keep the rod in a position where I can still get a good hook set, but yet still keep that bait in the key strike zone.
Now in this pool scenario, the railings of the pool act as our pilings. Notice how the bump and run bait wants to wrap itself around the pilings as it drives in and out. Just imagine a bass under a dock, waiting for a reason to attack. Simply turn the head 180 degrees to create the best wake bait on the market.
You see me as an angler in the front of the boat, I'm getting all the good fresh water, and I can move the trolling motor to adjust and hit the key spots. Look at Mike in the back of the boat. Usually when you're in the back of the boat, you're getting the seconds and you're not getting the best casting angles, where the bump and run buzzbait and swim jig allows Mike to stay in the strike zone, even though when I'm swinging the boat in and out, not giving him the best angles, he can turn that head to the right, turn it to the left, and hit the key spots also and catch fish out of the back of the boat, not only in the front.
Oh. Man, that's a lot of fun. Oh,
Beautiful fish.
oh, yeah.